What's going on, everybody? Hello and welcome into another episode of Taste of the Underground Tuesday. My name is Max and I'm joined by my illustrious co-host and wife, Kate. And yeah, man, today is a very special episode. This is episode number 50. 50!
Oh, wait, or do we do it this way?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
However, it's 50!
There we go. There's
We're
our
ready
50.
to get 50.
There's your 50.
We're ready to get 50! Yeah, man, it's a very special episode. It's crazy that we've actually been around this long. We've been around for 50 whole episodes. It is crazy.
Yeah, this show's about to buy a Corvette and get his ear pierced.
I know, right? It's about to have its midlife crisis. Thank you, everybody who came out to the YouTube premiere last week. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had a little bit of internet issues here, but we were still able to make the show happen, and we still had the community show up and show love and really have a good time, man. It was really awesome. So thank you for that. And we decided we're going to be doing that more often now. We're going to be doing YouTube premieres the day after Twitch. So on Wednesday, we're going to be premiering the episode on YouTube in case anybody misses it in the Twitch world. And if you're watching this back on YouTube and you'd like to see this episode live, you can come check us out on Wednesdays, and it'll air at 5 o'clock on Wednesdays. So come check us out. Other than that, I don't know if there's any really news things.
Yeah.
No, nothing really new.
Well, speaking of the YouTube thing, so next week's episode will be a YouTube premiere on Tuesday.
And why is that?
Because next week is the day after my due date.
So we might have a little baby.
We might have
We're gonna have a little baby.
We might have a little burrito
A little
by then.
little burrito.
If I don't go this week, then it'll definitely be by the next episode. So yeah, so that'll be a YouTube premiere.
That'll definitely be on YouTube. So come on by, show that love, show some love for the little Outworld baby.
Yes. Yeah, I hope she's here by then.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Mama's ready.
I'm ready to go.
All right, y'all. Yeah, so I guess we'll get into it. So if this is your first time here, this is Taste of the Underground Tuesday. This is where we premiere music submitted to us from artists all around the world, ranging in genres as long as it relates to synthesizers. We have one rule here. That rule is do not be a dick. Be cool, man. Be excellent to each other.
Do that.
Everybody puts a lot of hard work into this, and they're being vulnerable with sharing their music. And so we like to just be constructive and be cool around here. So do that. If you hear anything that you like at any time, you can hit !socials, or you can look down in the description below and you'll find all of the links to their social media and links to the songs and their band camps. So please, that is the #1 most important thing. If you hear something you like, go and add it to a playlist, dude. Go and share it to a friend. Just go and listen to it. Man, like one listen, one play, all of that stuff matters. If you want to support even further, you can buy their stuff on Bandcamp on a Bandcamp Friday and support the artist directly. Every play really matters. That's what keeps this stuff alive. That's what keeps us here. That's what keeps these artists here. So definitely do that, man. So what's going to happen here is my lovely wife, Kate, here is going to read a bio submitted to us from the band. We're going to vibe out to it. We're going to feel the song out. We're going to jam out, and then we're going to see how we feel.
Do a little dance, make a little love.
Yeah, get down tonight.
Get down.
We're going to see how we feel. We're going to vibe out. We're going to have a good time. It's always a good time here on Outworld. We don't ask, we tell you, because we can't afford to ask. All right, y'all. So without further ado, without any further ado,
we have a new artist here to the channel. We got a newbie.
Oh, we got a fresh blood.
A new
fresh
newbie.
blood. Oh yeah.
In the way of DX7. So we got DX7 here starting us out tonight. And they were submitted to us by their label, Midnight City.
All right, Midnight City. Shout
out
Midnight City. All right. I wonder if it's close to Night City, huh? Hey,
I don't know. Midnight City.
You know, it might be a little
Almost.
darker over there. Hey,
So DX7 is the digital persona of award-winning video game composer Tim Haywood.
Oh, wow.
Who is best known for his work on Shadow Man and the Balloons titles. DX7's music explores 80s synthwave sounds and melds them with classic gaming influences to deliver his own unique brand of retro-infused synth music.
I love it.
I'm already here for this.
All right.
So this is
The love theme.
ooh.
Wow, man. Wow, that was an awesome track, dude.
I'm over here saying dusty buns because we
Dusty
just got through our
buns.
binge session of Stranger Things, which you guys, if you have not seen this season, it
Definitely go and peep it, man.
Ah,
It is
it's
worth
so good.
the wait.
It's so
it was
good.
worth everything. It is super killer, man.
It's
the Duffer
so
Brothers
good.
have outdone themselves yet again.
Oh my God, it's incredible. But the
that
reason
track,
for that
man.
is because it's the love theme. I was like, oh my God, it's Dustin and Susie's song. It just made me think of them because it's like nerdy.
Yeah, and it had all of those perfect sounds from the 80s and everything, and like just all that nice nostalgia in it.
Yeah.
The sound design in this was killer. I really loved the fat chords and then the use of pads behind them, the layering of leads with the piano and then the synth playing the same thing and complementary stuff. It was very well done, man. The atmosphere that you painted in there, all the use of reverb was beautiful. I loved it. That was an awesome track.
That was a really cool
track. You
track.
can really tell that they're a video game composer, you know, because as you were saying, like, yeah,
like
but then it had those repeating motifs like a video game does that, like, oh yeah, this is the anthem, like this is that, this is like an anthem. It's not like just like a track, it's like an anthem, yeah, and it's like charging you and moving you. So that was really well done. And I really enjoyed that, man.
Yeah, beautiful track.
So
beautiful,
thank you.
Beautiful
DX7,
synths.
go check them out, dude. DX7's also an awesome synth from the 80s. It was an awesome synth.
Snap.
So yo, definitely kudos, man.
Shout out to the DX7.
Shout out.
I wonder if a DX7 was used to make the track.
Mm.
Oh, you'll have to let us know if you're there in the chat. But yeah, loved it. And anything that reminds me of Stranger Things, especially right now,
is a
because
win.
it's so fresh in my head and I'm just so in love with it, was, definitely a win.
Yeah.
Dusty Buns and Susie Q. That was their little love song.
Shameless plug, if you guys are into Stranger Things, check out our merch store. We have an exclusive Stranger Things Outworld Sounds merch drop. Check it out. Stranger Sounds, I should say.
We do not claim it to be affiliated with Netflix or Stranger Things.
Go and check it out. And if you'd like to support the channel here, that is a great way to support the channel.
Yes, you can buy it. We don't plan to take it down anytime soon. It's doing pretty well. People seem to like it. So, let us know if there's any other themed merch that you guys would like to see from us. But yeah, definitely rock out to with your Outworld Sounds, Stranger Sounds gear while you're watching Stranger Things for the 50th time, because we're going to dive into it again for the second time starting today.
Hell yeah.
Because, it was just so good. So, with that being said, we are on to our next track here.
Alrighty.
So this is from our friend Soulcoholic.
Soulcoholic.
Yes, it's always good to have Soulcoholic back. So Soulcoholic, very short bio, short, sweet, to the point, still a digital nomad.
All right.
So this is
Yellow and Blue.
Suppose someone cried, "Halt! Stop this progress!" Suppose I shouted to the world, "Make an end to this progress." I could talk. Radio is everywhere. This modern world is full of voices. I'm a master craftsman. I have the right to talk. Yes, but will they listen to you? They'll listen just then. If I shout, "Arise! Awake! Stop this progress before it is too late!"
Wow, man, another killer track.
That was a
Another killer
really
track.
cool one. That was fun. That had a really fun bounce and beat to it. I really, really dug that beat. It was very different.
Yeah, the
for
percussion in that was definitely sick, man. Definitely gave it more of that upbeat feel to it. And I really enjoyed the bass in that too. The dun 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 dun, like that driving bass, like that was
and it
really
was like
nice.
very, very video gamey.
Yeah,
it
it
was
had
another
that
very video
it had
gamey
that
track.
16-bit feel to it. It was
Yeah.
really cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was a super cool track. That was from our friend Soulcoholic,
Soulcoholic featuring
Dark Helmet.
Dark.
So
Dark Helmet!
makes me think of Darth Helmet.
That's why. Yep.
Maybe they did that on purpose.
Maybe.
Maybe they did it
I
on
mean,
purpose.
it is a dark helmet.
It is
that
a
he's
very dark
wearing.
helmet.
It's very dark.
It is very smudgy. You ever notice that?
No.
You ever notice that that Darth Vader's armor is always super smudgy and like not clean at all? Like you would think someone would go in and like, wipe some of the smudges off.
I mean,
his
this was the
helmet.
70s. They didn't
I
think they
know.
had
I
HD.
know.
They could see smudges. They were like, it's smudge. Who cares? It's black. Ain't nobody going to see it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like one of those random ass things that when I watch the Star Wars movies, I'm like, someone should have wiped his helmet. It's so smudgy. But anyway,
Anyway.
please go
Yeah,
follow
go check
and
out our
support
man
our friends.
Soulcoholic. Check out Dark Helmet. Awesome
Yes.
stuff, guys. Thank you so much for sending
Really
it in.
cool track.
All right, up next, I believe we have a
World premiere!
Ooh.
all right.
I don't know what that sound was, but I get excited for world
Hot off the
premieres.
presses, real
Yes.
exclusive, coming at you
Yes.
hot like a McDonald's apple pie, steaming down your throat at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Don't sue us if it's too hot, though.
Yes. Who
Yeah.
is it, love? Who do we
So
have?
this is Blue Nagoon featuring Salissa Thole that we have up next.
Oh.
This track does not drop until June 4th.
Damn, doesn't come out till June
Till June
4th.
4th, you
You got
guys.
a real hot exclusive
Got
right
exclusive.
here, right now. Damn, that's what's up.
Right here, right now, right here. Sorry, you got that in my head. So Blue Nagoon is a music producer, teacher, and fan from Alaska. He
Oh.
enjoys working in a variety of genres, mostly rock, pop, and retrowave, but always with a focus on songwriting that comes from his roots as a singer-songwriter. Like many artists, he got back into songwriting and production in a big way in 2020, starting with a monthly series of synthwave with vocal releases. He's currently working on an album of retrowave with vocals featuring fantastic singers from near and far.
Very
That's very
nice.
cool. I always love those kind of ambitious projects.
Hell yeah, man.
Very
Hell
cool.
Yeah. Well, and it snuffs out all the haters. They're like, it's not synthwave if it's got vocals, man. Whatever.
We say boo to that. We say boo. There's no elitism.
So,
So
without
this is
further ado, this is Hinterlands. Wow, that was an earworm right there.
Oh my God, that was so good.
That was an earworm
That was
right there,
so
dude.
good.
That was incredible. Vocals were incredible.
Oh my God, her vocals were so
Production
good.
Was incredible. All the scene choices in the video.
I know, we're trying to pick
great.
out every
It was
movie.
such a nice nostalgia blast, dude.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
man.
got-
That was just such a great fantasy song, man.
Yeah,
That
it was such a
awesome.
good fantasy ballad like anthem. But I wanna know if everyone in the chat was able to pick out all the movies that they had in
Yeah.
there. I saw Willow, Legend. What else did we say?
Never
Romancing
Ending
the
Story.
Stone, Never-Ending Story.
A little bit of everything.
Little-
man.
oh,
A
that
little
was
bit of
so
everything. A little
great.
bit of everything.
I love those like good nostalgia feels. But oh my God, I just have to say that singer, her vocals were just out of this world, just so good. Completely the icing on the cake for that track. They were just so buttery and smooth and easy, and they just made it such a good pop track. It was so good.
Absolutely. And the mix on it was really like it was crazy. It was like mixed like in the 80s. It really had that old retro style to even the mixing of like the drums and everything. It was really nice. That was really well done.
That was a really
well
cool
done,
track.
man. Thank you guys for sending that in. That
Dude,
was
thank you.
an awesome track. Blue Nagoon.
Blue
and
Nagoon and
featuring-
Salissa. Oh wait, let me look it up so I make sure I say it right.
Here we go.
Salissa Thole.
Salissa Thole.
Salissa Thole. Now
Salissa Thole.
I was looking Salissa up prior to the episode so that we can make sure we had ways for you guys to follow her, and I couldn't find any social media for her, but I did find that she was on Australia's Got Talent.
Well, that's pretty big.
And that doesn't surprise me at all because she was incredible.
Because she got talent.
So I wish Blue Nagoon, if you have any way
Any
for people to
information
follow
on
her,
her,
or
please send it in.
yeah, because she's incredible. She definitely deserves some recognition as well. And Blue Nagoon, of course, for the amazing production, amazing synths and sounds and everything. And so thank you guys so much for letting us premiere that.
Thank you guys so much. And
world
everybody, that is a
premiere.
world premiere, does not come out till June 4th. You
So
heard that
definitely
exclusive.
Save that ish. So when it drops, you can go support
Yeah.
and
Listen
just
to this
play that a bunch.
episode back on Spreaker. Go back to
Yes.
YouTube. Listen to this. Play that song until it
Get
drops.
your good
and drop it.
nostalgia
Get that
feels.
pre-save. Go save that link.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Thank you again, Blue Nagoon. All right. So up next here, we're going to take a
Up
little bit of a
next.
turn.
I know. I'm liking it.
We you know how we do here at Outworld. We try to give you the variety. So you got your good warm synth nostalgia. Now we're going to get into a little bit of metal.
Yeah, got everybody warmed up. Now
Yes.
let's wake everybody up a bit.
So yes, we're gonna take the '80s hat off for a minute and put on the metalhead hat for a minute here. So this is our friend Tom Mckay that we have up next, who we've had on the channel a few times. Always killing it, always coming out with some awesome metal tracks. So this was written over the course of a year. Tom Mckay, known for being the host of Metal Robot Reviews.
All right.
Shout that out.
Metal
Go
Robot
check
Reviews.
him out on YouTube. Dove into a dark place to create his debut EP, Call to the Demon Sultan, with the first of such songs written being Faith in the Faceless, a look into the dark side of living with ADHD.
Oh, damn.
So this is
Faith in the Faithless.
Lost in a void from my eyes, glow so far away. Come on, dawn from dark to dawn.
Yo, talk about
Dude.
melting faces right there.
That was a
That
journey.
was awesome, dude.
That was a crazy journey.
incredible. Super, super old school deathcore. Like reminded me of the 2000s when it first came out. Like super sick, super polished. Man, I loved it. I loved the guitars in there. The drums were killer. Only thing is, I wish there was a little bit better mix on the drums, man. Because you were killing it on the drums, dude. I just wish I could actually hear it a bit. It sounded like you were down a hallway a little bit. But dude, the vocals were killer. Riffs
the
killer.
vocals.
The structure and the composition of the song
And the progression
was
of it.
the composition of the song was amazing, man. You had the perfect dips and valleys in it, and then those little subtle breaks where the piano would come in and like strings and synths, and then you'd bring it back into the heaviness. So sick. The use of blast beats subtly.
Yeah.
Very, very
Just
nice
coming
job,
in and out
man.
like that. It
Very
was cool.
nice job, dude.
When I was telling
loved it.
him, the vocal reminded me of so much of Johan from Amon Amarth.
Definitely big time.
So much, and I love that deep, like just
Dude,
Viking
that's-
growl.
Those gutturals, man, them gutturals.
So
dude.
good.
That was
so good.
that was off the chain. Tom Mckay, yo, this dude.
Dude, Tom
Every
McKay kills
time,
it.
every time coming
Every
in with
single
something killer.
time.
I think this is the first time we ever heard anything with like real vocals on it, though. And that was
yeah, I
awesome,
think
dude.
so.
You had some like trivium sounding cleans.
Yeah.
And into some killer
It
gutturals.
kind of
That
reminded
was
me of
awesome.
like Corey Taylor a little bit in the beginning. It just had that that kind of like melody that usually when he's doing his clean singing and more stripped down songs, the vocal melody just reminded me very much of
Yeah, I
Corey
could see it.
Taylor.
I could see it.
Yeah, just wow. Giving us all kinds of metal in one track. That was so cool. So everyone, please go follow and support Tom Mckay and support his podcast, Metal Robot Reviews.
Metal Robot Reviews.
If you search that on YouTube, you will find that on YouTube. Really cool channel, really cool podcast. So definitely follow and support our friend and let him know how much you like his metal and celebrate metal with him. We love the metal.
All right.
All right. So
we're gonna keep this train moving.
another turn, another little twisted turn. Next, we have another great friend of the channel, Star Madman,
Star Madman.
who always surprises us with different takes on synth music. Star Madman. Yeah. So this is a collaboration between Star Madman and Eulalie.
Eulalie.
All right. So Star Madman is an electronic music solo project written, performed, produced, and mixed by Amanda J.
All right.
That's where the Madman comes from. Fun fact. Currently located in Oklahoma City, she is influenced by electronica, dance, and new wave music.
Okay.
Eulalie. I just like saying that. Eulalie.
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 Is an electronic music producer from Japan who primarily makes music from her tiny bedroom. Tiny bedroom. She writes, arranges, plays, and makes her own tracks. Her music is a combination of house, ambient, and avant pop.
Oh.
It's a cool collaboration.
Okay.
So this is...
Sick house.
I like the little miniatures.
And another earworm for this week. That was
Absolutely
a
love
banger.
I
Yo,
love that so much.
talking about bringing two different worlds together to make something so awesome, dude. That was
Yeah.
incredible. I love the way you guys traded off on vocals.
I
That
know,
was
because Amanda
so
has such a
cool.
sweet and tender, soft voice.
Yeah, and we've heard
and
her
then
vocals
Eulalie, yeah, and her
before,
voice
but yeah, the
playing off of
combination.
each other. I was so shocked at first when she just went into singing in Japanese. I
That was
like,
awesome, man.
I love this.
It was awesome. I loved the heartbeat kick drum you had going. That kick
Yeah.
drum was very thick and meaty and just nice.
Yeah, we even
and
turned up
moving
our monitors
whole
a bit
time.
just to appreciate it because it just hit so good. It was
Excuse
just
me.
such a good, sexy,
Just
stripped down
back-
club track.
Backbone. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was minimal but perfect. It was so sorry,
Gave
I
him
got the
hiccups
hiccups
here.
over here.
Gave him the hiccups over here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of it. That was that was a mouche bouche of delight.
Yeah, that
delight.
was- that
that
was
was
a
delicious.
really, really
I
cool
would love to
track.
chew on that. Really though, that was awesome, man. And I would love to collaborate with both of you guys on something sometime.
Yeah,
if you'd
that
want
was
to
just
collaborate
so
with us, because
sexy.
that was awesome. What you guys did was awesome. I really enjoyed that. You guys made something completely your own. And you said that it reminded you of somebody, huh?
Oh yeah, it reminded me of Grimes a little bit. And
Yeah,
I'm
a little bit,
I'm a big Grimes fan. I really love her production. I love her vocals, and the very soft, tender vocal with that like hard hitting like dance beat just reminded me very much of her because she has that ethereal element to her music.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it really
yeah.
reminded
the
me of that.
elfin.
Yes,
Is it
like-
Is it
like
elfin?
elven
Is it
house.
elfin or is it elvin?
It's Elvin.
But why is it elvin and not elfin?
Well,
Are they
it's-
elves? Or are they elves? Is there?
Well, it's the
is
same
it
way-
like Santa
it's
has
the same
wait,
way-
so like Santa has elves and then Lord of the Rings has elves?
Yeah.
Is there a
It's,
distinction?
no, it's always elves, plural. Like it's the same
Wait,
way. Why? It's
well,
the same,
but what's the why? Wait, are they not elf?
it's
ELF?
the same reason French people aren't French people.
They aren't.
No,
Wait! I've been Frenching it up for no reason.
they're from France, but they're French. They're not French.
Yeah, they're French. What do you mean? You're confusing me, woman. Don't bring politics into this. You're getting all geographical on me.
French dressing. Dressing.
I just want to know if they're elves or if they're elves.
They're elves.
Boy, that still doesn't answer me. Is it elf, ELF, or elves?
A singular elf is elf. Plural is elves.
Why couldn't it be an elf? Are they an elf? They're not an elf. They're an
'Cause that's
elf.
just- okay,
Are you
J.R.R.
elven?
Tolkien would have a field day with you right now
I'm
because
so-
he was
Like what?
a linguist and
Dude,
he would
I don't
have-
even know my own language. You think I'm going to learn this dude's weird, freaky, deaky language?
How dare you?
I already do. No, don't get me wrong. I love
How
it, but I'm not going to
dare
like
you.
know it.
I'm trying to teach you.
What?
And you're not accepting
an
the
elf.
knowledge. Anyway,
All right, moving on.
Star
Moving
Madman.
forward.
And you
Stop, Madman. Go save that. Go and you do it. You go and you save that to your playlist. All right, you go and you do it. All right.
And I have to say, I'm going to go out on a limb here. So far, out of what I've heard of the amazing Star Madman, I think that's my favorite.
All right.
That's been my favorite so far. So, yes, please go follow and support
Go
Those
follow
two lovely-
and support.
lovely people making awesome music. All right, so you guys, I know we're giving you whiplash today, but we're going to take a dark turn here from Middle Earth, from Sexy Club Middle Earth. We are going to hear from our friend Draven,
All right.
who just had a new album drop, Abyssal Arcana, which is an amazing, amazing horror dark synth album that everyone has to go check out. So I am Demian Raven, and I make synthesized horror music.
Okay.
And this is featuring Dav Dralleon. And this is
Oh, all right. Bloodgod.
Bloodgod.
Wow, man.
Dude.
Wow. This guy has mastered like the unsettling.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, he pairs
really,
the music
really
so well
does.
with the horror that like you just get so into it. You get sucked in.
Yeah, you're just like
so much.
what, man? Like that music it gets you so hypnotizing and such, but it's like also so driving too. It's not like one of those like horror ones where you're like suspenseful, waiting for something to jump out at you the whole time. This one just keeps you moving and you're just
It's
lost
just
in it.
aggressive in your face.
Yeah, it was really cool, man. I love it, dude. Love all the new tracks that I've heard so far off this new album. And guys, if you like it too, go grab this new EP by him, dude. Draven. It is out now, man. Go check it out.
Abyssal Arcana. Yeah.
Abyssal
I always say
Arcana.
anytime I like see anything from Draven online, I'm just like, he's just a madman. He's just a fucking madman. And I love it
madman.
so much. Yeah, I
With
love
an insatiable love.
it's
for
like
the dead.
the death metal of synth to me, and it's just so badass. It's so cool. You don't even need like crazy like Deicide or Cannibal Corpse type vocals to it. You I mean, obviously paired with the videos, but you could just picture the brutality and just the aggressiveness, and it's really, really cool. Definitely mastered horror dark synth.
Oh hell yeah! I love it, man.
Madman.
I love it,
Absolute
dude.
madman.
Love what you got going on, man. Would love to do a collab with you in the future.
Hell
if
yes.
you'd ever like to do more of a metal synth kind of thing, if you want some
Ooh.
guitars or some screaming vocals or
Ooh.
anything like that, give a little ring-a-ding-ding.
Ring-a-ding-ding,
down the
kid.
way, down the line. You know what I mean, man? All right, everybody, go check out Draven, man.
Yes, go check out
Hell
Draven.
yeah, that was awesome, man. Draven.
Please follow and support Abyssal Arcana, newest album.
Abyssal.
And I want to say he's still doing physical releases. I know there was a
believe
limited
so.
run, but I want to say there's still some available.
I believe so.
If
I
I'm
believe
speaking
so.
out of turn, please correct me.
But
But
if
either
not,
way,
There
buy
may
the
be some in
album.
the future.
Definitely worth it. Yes.
Yes.
All right, you guys.
Moving this train on along.
We're going to keep going here. So
Alrighty,
we have.
ready. Alright. Oh, yeah.
What is
Oh,
happening?
yeah, already. So, what do we have
Wait,
there
what
next?
happened to Stoner Guy? Now
Oh,
it's
no. Hey, he comes and he goes. It's okay. Who do we got there next?
Weird Stoner Guy from North Dakota, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so up next we have Orbital Gloom,
Oh, Orbital Gloom. Oh.
and they are from Berlin, and it was founded in 2019 as an electronic music project by Cosmo on synthesizers and Can on vocals.
Oh.
After an initial creative dummy run, they would soon realize that the chemistry was right and hence decided to form a band and write their first songs. The music of the duo are warm and melodic dance tracks rooted between electro, IDM, and deep house.
All right.
So this is
Floating Lies.
Floating.
In the night there is some dew. Your life lies before you. You feel what you think is true. The way strikes you. Lies exist in you. Floating lies. Suspended rise, undecided right, life part revived, floating high, over wild strife, floating of unreal, more than unreal. Stay concealed, floating lies, excited life, darkened eyes, life but survive, dive on the floating lies, over wild strife, floating lies. I'm starting to feel, I'm starting to heal. I'm starting to feel, I'm starting to heal. Stay concealed.
Wow, man, that was something different. And
Yeah, I love that
love
video.
it. That was awesome.
I love that cinematography. I loved the emotion that was put into the movement
Yeah.
that was done. It very
Yeah.
much made everything that more emotive, and you felt it a little bit more. You felt that like pulse, heartbeat rhythm a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah, it really did make it come to life there. I loved the dark like electro feel
Yeah.
to the synth and to the music, man, and like the different breaks and different musical styles you would go to, but the synth sounds themselves had those darker, dubbier, like wubbier tones to them. But
that
you're
bass
doing
line was
some
so good.
really
The
sick
dun,
stuff.
dun, dun, dun,
Boom,
dun, dun.
boom.
Very catchy.
Dude, that was really
Yeah,
sick,
I
man.
really
And the
enjoyed that.
I love the vocals on top of it, like the melancholic vocals on top of like that, like dark but yet happy-ish, like because the progression you're playing wasn't that dark. It was the sounds that
No.
made it dark. So that's what I really
Yeah, the
loved. I love
emotion
that
in the song was
contrast.
dark,
I love
yeah.
that contrast because even the progression itself had that movement that you were talking about.
Yeah.
That the cinematography had. It still had that movement, but it kept you in that like ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
That
Thank you
was really
so much for
cool.
sending that in,
That
guys.
was really cool.
That was something completely different, completely new. I love it.
Yeah, and I always love a
anybody
good,
that's doing something
well-done
original,
video.
man. That was awesome, dude. That was really cool.
Yeah,
Killer,
definitely, you
killer
guys.
job, guys.
You guys did find your perfect combination
Yeah, the
between the vocal
meld.
and the synths. So you guys definitely did find a good combo and a good connection with each other. So that was Orbital Gloom. Everyone, please go follow and
Orbital
support.
Gloom.
Yeah, and support people that are making not just original music, but cinematography and making, mini movies, which is always appreciated and I always love seeing here.
Hell yeah.
All right, so up next, we're going back to the darkness, you guys.
Bring it
we're-
back to the upside down real quick.
Yeah, we are taking
We're gonna
you,
go back to the upside down.
our good friends Homoiousios,
Homoiousios. Oh yeah. Let's do
who
it.
is the brainchild of our good friend and one of the OGs of the channel here, the GJ.
The GJ.
So this is 15 plus artists from different countries coming together to write metal songs in multiple languages and subgenres. This track is about sin eaters. A sin eater is a person who consumes a ritual meal in order to spiritually take on the sins of a deceased person.
I love it.
The food was believed to absorb the sins of a recently dead person, thus absolving the soul of the person.
All right.
That's so metal, and I love it.
Hell yeah.
So this is...
Outremangeur. Outremangeur.
We're going to go with it.
Wow. Yet again, the GJ comes in and slays us all with
Oh
an
my God.
amazing track, dude.
And
That was
she
killer,
was
dude.
incredible.
Her vocals were amazing.
vocals were so good, and her clean vocals were so much like Tatiana from Ginger.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
hate to just compare, because she's a female vocal singer with another female metal vocal singer, but it's just so beautiful.
Well,
the
you couldn't
contrast
really,
between
like,
her
yeah,
gutturals and her clean were just so nice and smooth.
Yeah, it just sounded so perfect. It really was reminiscent of her stuff. I loved it, man. The
So
the
good.
tone the between the bass and guitars, man, was so killer. My man is always killing it with that. I loved it. I loved it. I really loved the bass in particular in that song. It really sat really well and everything, and it had such a distinct like hit to it. I really love it, man. I love everything that you're doing with Homoiousios, and I can't wait to hear what more you have coming, dude. That was incredible.
That was so good. I'd love to hear more from her too.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything about her vocal, I love that there's so many more female metal vocalists now that are just, and it's not just 'cause they're female, they're fucking killing it, you know, and they're completely holding their own and just absolutely changing the landscape of metal and what it sounds like and what it looks like, man. And it's really fucking cool.
Well, yeah, there's no more like, oh, chicks can't do metal anymore. Like,
yeah, or like it's not just like a novelty, like, oh, you have a girl, oh, you know, that's cute. Oh. Yeah. No, like women are dominating metal right now, and it's really fucking awesome.
It is definitely the truth. It is definitely the truth.
It's very cool. So definitely follow our friends Homoiousios and the amazing, talk about changing the landscape of metal. This is such an ambitious project, and we always have to show so much respect and love for it because it's super ambitious. So many different artists are involved,
and it's just a true
all over
example
the world.
Of what collaboration, you know, what you know, different minds can do together. I mean, it's really, yeah, it's an amazing project.
It's a really cool, really ambitious project, and everything that comes out is really, really fucking cool. So definitely follow Homoiousios. Again, if you don't know how to spell it, that's okay. We got you. Just type !point socials or check in the description. We'll have links and everything.
Yes.
So you don't have to remember how it's spelled.
All links are below. Go and follow.
Yes, please follow. All right. So up next we have another good Franz.
Oh yeah, we do.
Getting music from Franz. So this next artist is Goge-L. Shout out
Goge-L. What up, buddy?
Yes, our good friends from Bass
Ape Records, partners with the channel, great people, man. If you are
awesome artists.
Here for our Monday streams with our good buddy Tim N. He is a great welcome addition and friend here. And the guys of Bass Ape are doing some killer stuff, making some awesome music. So, yeah, man, tell us about this track.
All right, so this next track. When people were locked inside.
When they were locked up.
And they still thought of ways to escape. One of them was to become a cosmonaut of their own mind.
Oh.
To explore and travel, all from the comforts of their couch. They became stay-at-home cosmonauts.
That's clever, man.
All right, so this is the next track from our friend Goge-L.
Goge-L. Let's go and get it.
Wow, man. Wow.
That was a really cool track.
Dude, that was awesome, man. The atmosphere in that, the emotion that was building, that was it was very much a score. To
Yeah.
that. There was like a scoring
Yeah, it was really
element
setting a
to that.
tone.
I would love to use that in some filmography standpoint. You know, it had my mind going, man. Like that was very hypnotizing. I loved all the use of white noise and the use of different types of percussion. Like, because the percussion he was using, like, it wasn't necessarily like a clap. It was like a white noise that he was using, and I really loved that. And I loved the creep of it. I loved the bass line that you had going. I loved how it evolved. It was awesome, man. That was really
that was a really
Dark
cool.
and ominous.
But I like those really like not necessarily stripped down because it had so many elements and it had so much ear candy in it. But I love like cyberpunk tracks like that don't necessarily have to be like in your face, bass heavy and aggressive to still be cyberpunk.
hell
Like
yeah.
to me, like that to me was a very much like or like space punk, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely,
Like definitely
has
had
elements of both.
yeah, exactly. It had like a very sci-fi feel to it, you know. I don't know, but it's one of those tracks where you see visually the story that it's telling. You can very much picture
can
the
picture
world that it
everything that's going
belongs
on.
in and what's going on while you're listening to it. And I love tracks like that because they're not just scoring something that's already happening. It's, you know, it's a score that puts an image in your mind and makes
Takes you away.
yeah, makes you think of a
takes you
film
there.
reel in your head, and I love that. And I love
Yeah.
that about music and about music like this. That's very expressive and emotive in its own. So that was really, really cool.
Hell yeah, it was.
Very cool. Our friends at Bass Ape, Goge-L.
Goge-L. Go and get it. And go and check it out. Go check out our
Yes.
boys Goge-L and our other boys over at Bass Ape Records, man. You will not be disappointed with anything that you hear.
No, there's such a good eclectic mix that they have on that label, and it's always really, really good stuff. But one thing that is true to all of them, good bass, usually pretty cyberpunk.
That is usually pretty true.
Usually pretty cyberpunk. So please go follow and support you guys and show them some love.
Alrighty, y'all.
All right, so we're up
That
to our
brings
last
us
track.
to our last track of the night.
This is from a new artist to the channel.
Oh, okay.
Very excited. Very excited to get to another new artist. This is Zander Xymox.
Oh, Zander.
I try to blend energy and elements of EDM, synthwave, darkwave, and industrial into the music I make.
like it. I like it.
I'll take all of it.
I like it.
It's like Bender. Take all your best wines and mix them together in a jug. All the best stuff and just mix it. Makes the best.
Yeah. That's how it's done.
All right, so this is
The Rectory.
Damn, man, that was meaty.
Yeah.
That was meaty. That was awesome, man. I
love
really,
that.
really loved the horror vibes. I love the guitar use in there. Very nice, man. Very, very nice job. Yeah, dude. I don't really have much else to say, dude. That was awesome. I really love the driving bass of that. It was, and I loved the. I loved the
melody
the
of that.
melody.
The
That's what I was trying to think.
do-do-do-do-do,
That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, it
like
kind of
like over that bass.
oddly enough reminded me of Halloween, kind of, but not like because of the chord, but just because of that repeating motif like that. It had like that Halloween-ish, like John Carpenter-esque kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
But without, like being the stereotypical like John Carpenter feel. That was really nice. I really enjoyed that a lot, man.
I always love some good dark
creepy
synth.
Yeah, man, I love any horror synth, dude. And especially if you bring a guitar in it, you got me, bro. I'm a guitarist at heart who just happens to play on keys and other things. But
when you can translate the both together and like
it was
you
awesome.
can simultaneously like mixing guitar with keys and kind of like not know where one ends and one begins. I really love that with some of the heavier horror synth stuff. It was very nice, very nice. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome Zander Xymox to the channel.
Yeah, man.
First time on the channel here.
Come on back, dude.
Definitely.
Join the tribe. Welcome to the grid.
Yes.
We are happy to have you. Happy to have.
We love our dark stuff, man. We love our happy synth, but we love that dark stuff too. So we are at the end of our show.
Yeah, guys, that's all we have for you this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been an awesome episode of Taste of the Underground Tuesday.
I know, another really good mix.
Yeah,
we always got really good mixes of stuff, and I love it.
Yeah, man. So, yet again, we will reiterate, we will not be live on Twitch next week. We'll be live on YouTube premiere next week. Come and check us out there. And you can find this episode on Spreaker, on Spotify, on Apple, wherever you find podcasts. You can check us out on YouTube. Hit the like, drop a subscription, hit the notification bell if you'd like to see this show some more, if you'd like to see our mugs a little bit more. If you'd like to support the show, you can join us at patreon.com/outworldsounds. And without further ado, that is it. Have a great night, y'all. We will see you guys next time.
See you next Tuesday.